We've got the Honor V30, the Huawei P30 Pro, and the Xiaomi Mi Note 10 up against each other in a camera test. Three extremely capable phones, and I'm interested to see what the differences are. The Mi Note 10 is all about the cameras. It was trying to emulate what the P30 Pro gave you with the long zoom range. The Honor is no slouch though. It has the same main camera sensor as the P30 Pro. Whereas we know the Mi Note 10 is carrying that insane 108 megapixel camera sensor. Check for dynamic range in all of these shots. Differences are small, but the biggest difference may come in the zoom range between the phones. It's really evident in this picture the difference in automatic zoom ranges between them. The telephoto on the Mi Note 10 is 5 times optical, same on the P30 Pro using that periscope camera, and on the Honor V30 it's a 3x zoom. So when zooming in you will see some differences in the focal length and the zoom range between the phones. Check out the selfie cameras on the phones. This is for video. Differences are going to come in the skin tones, the skin colors, and also stabilization from each of the different processors. Something great that the V30 has that the other two don't have is a secondary selfie camera, so you can go from the normal to the ultra wide. We'll see more on that one and some photos in a minute. Both the Mi Note 10 and the P30 Pro are marketed as giving you a big zoom range and 5 times optical zoom. So how does the V30 cope? Apart from a difference in colors and exposures, I would say I can notice a little bit more detail in both the Mi Note 10 and the P30 Pro as compared to the V30. It is very minor though, and when it comes to normal photos off the main cameras, as with any phone you buy these days, even way cheaper phones, it looks really good. Again, with video, it's very similar all around. You can notice some slight differences in the colors and the exposure if you look at the trees in the background, but normal 1080p 30 frames a second video looks really good on all of the phones as you would expect it to. The Honor phone looks a little bit more poppy here in the video, but I must say that I kept all three of the phones on auto and AI modes. That means you'll be noticing some differences in the way each of the photos is color graded in the phones because it will automatically choose that. In terms of detail through all of the cameras, the main sensor on all of these phones is incredibly good. And you can see the difference in zoom ranges between these photos. The P30 Pro has a 10x zoom option straight in the camera app. So it does have a little bit more functionality than the other two. You can see they don't get as close, but as you can see, the difference between 2, 5, 3 and 10 isn't that much. Here's a normal photo taken with binned pixel mode on all of the phones going into the ultra high megapixel mode on all of the phones. And I think I prefer the selfie here on the P30 Pro best, and I think the dynamic range is a little bit better too, but the ultra wide on the V30 is something that you don't get on the other phones, and that is so useful all around. When it comes to video stabilization, I'm super impressed with all of these phones. You get OIS on all of the main cameras and on all of the telephotos too. So when it comes to zooming in on video, things are also very stable, but I'm really impressed with the Mi Note 10's stabilization, not just in this test, but in other tests too. It's always been so super rock steady. Huawei phones are always known for their night mode, but Xiaomi's night mode is really good too. Progressively turning off more lights until we get to a virtually dark place. This is not using night mode, but using AI. And this is the specific night mode feature on all of the phones. It doesn't make much difference, but it does just brighten up those dark areas. I can't really call a winner here. Maybe you can in the comments section. All three phones are fantastic camera phones. Subscribe for all the latest tech news, unboxings, and camera tests. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.